Dad, I'm hungry.
Hi, Hungry. I'm Dad. Nice to meet you.
Hey guys, it's John. I hope everyone's doing well today. Today we are going to be talking about fathers, because Father's Day is next week and I don't normally do youth group on such days. So we're going to talk about dads and why dads are great and sometimes why they suck on this week's edition of
Truth for the Youth.
Guys, in honor of Father's Day, I'm going to do today's episode out on the deck by the grill, because dads love decks and grills. We're going to be talking about the 4 coolest fathers in the Bible, and also the 4 worst fathers in the Bible, in a series of vignettes. Here we go.
Good Dad. Abraham.
Father Abraham, a father of many sons, was a good dad in the Bible. In Galatians, it says that he was counted as righteous by God because of his faith. And Abraham was a father who always put God first, even before his own family. That's something that all good Christian fathers should do, is lead their family in following God. We have to remember that even as much as we love our children or our parents, God comes first over any relationship. And Abraham knew that, even up to the point of God having him prove that he was willing to give up his own child, something that God would later do himself. Now, of course, God didn't actually make Abraham sacrifice poor little Isaac. He allowed a ram to show up. But the fact that Abraham was willing to do it because it was what the Lord asked demonstrated that his faith was stronger than anything else. A very important factor for a biblical father.
Bad Dad. Abraham?
I'm Abraham. I very much love my son Ishmael, who I had with my wife's servant, because my wife couldn't have a child. He is a beloved... I have another child? My actual wife had a baby? His name is Isaac? Forget Ishmael. Isaac is awesome. I'm Ishmael. Turns out my dad doesn't love me after all, because he's a bad dad. Dad! See, while Abraham was a very patient man, he waited not long enough for God to fulfill his promise. See, God promised Abraham that he would give him a son through his wife, Sarah. And yet, Abraham decided not to rely on God's promise, and instead have a child with his wife's servant. A child that he later stopped caring for, and, according to some historians, would be the father of the Nation of Islam, a now competing Abrahamic religion to Christianity. It's all because of Abraham that we have this separation. If he had been but a better father, 2 religions might be one.
Good Dad. Noah.
Noah, he's my boy. He's like the first ever zookeeper, in my opinion, which is dope. But he was actually a pretty good dad. Dad, I don't want to build this boat. Yeah, Dad, me neither. Yeah, Dad, me neither. Okay, kids, listen up. See, God's going to flood the world for 40 days and 40 nights, and we are the ones that he has chosen to not die. Now, I very much love all of you, Ham, Shem, and Japheth, but here's the deal. You have to help me build this boat, or we're going to die too. And I care about my family, and I want them to be on the boat with me, because honestly, I can't take care of all these animals by myself. See, Noah was a good dad because he cared about his family. He thought about protecting them. He protected them and saved them from the flood that God had warned him about. And with their help, he was able to accomplish something great, bringing them together as the team that a family should be. Noah was a good dad.
Bad dad. Isaac.
Like father, like son, Isaac liked to play favorites with his two kids. Hey, Father Isaac, it's me, your son, Jacob. Just wondering if you could, I don't know, bless me because you love me and stuff. What up? How's it going, my pops?
Oh, no! I love Esau more than you because he's hairy. I like my hairy son better. Oh!
Like, wow, pops.
Hey, Dad, it's me, Esau. You wanna, give me your blessing 'cause you love me?
Oh, yes. You're so much better than Jacob. He's terrible. Oh, anyways, I bless you. To be happy. 'Cause I love you more than Jacob. 'Cause you're hairy. Yeah.
Back at it again with the sibling rivalry. Jacob steals Esau's blessing from a father who cares more about one son than the other. It seems that he did not learn the lesson that needed to be learned from his father, Abraham, and how he treated his half-brother, Ishmael. Bad dad.
Good dad. Joseph.
That's right, we're talking about Jesus' stepdad, who was actually, as far as we know, a really good father. I mean, Jesus turned out pretty great, although that's really not thanks to Joseph or even Mary. It's just kind of... Well, we'll get to that dad in a sec. But Joseph was a great father to Jesus. He raised him in his trade of carpentry, taught him how to work with his hands. Ironic that a man who was raised as a carpenter died on a piece of wood, I suppose. But see, Joseph, we see his parenting skills come out and the way that he interacts with Mary. He is kind and that he's willing to forgive her for, in his mind, cheating on her. He is honorable and that he is not going to publicly disgrace her as the law requires, but instead he is going to quietly divorce her. And he's a man who listens to God, because when God sent the angel into his dream and told him what was going on, Joseph was on board. He's like, dude, I am totes okay with being God's stepdad. Joseph, good dad.
Bad dad. Jacob.
My dad was mean to me because I was the youngest. So, I'm going to love my youngest the most.
What's up? It's your boy, Joseph. I've got a coat with lots of colors on it because my dad loves me a lot. Oh, what's up, bros? You want me to go out into a field? There's a pit you need me to look at the bottom of? Gotta go, followers. What's up? That's right. We're at the third generation of parents having favorite children. When are they going to learn? Honestly, they never really do. Here's the thing. As a father, you need to have control of your kids. You need to know what's going on in your family. And he clearly had no idea that his children were plotting to murder his youngest child, or at the very least, sell him to literally Egypt. Not a good dad.
The worst dad, in John's humble opinion. Lot.
I'm Lot. I'm the worst dad in the whole Bible. Where should I raise my family? Someplace nice, or Sodom and Gomorrah, the most ungodly cities on the planet? Ah, God sent down some angels to speak with me. It appears that the neighbors think that they're hot. Instead of letting the neighbors sleep with the angels, I'll let them sleep with my daughters. Oh, I'm Lot. I just drank a bunch of alcohol. Maybe I'll sleep with my daughters. Oh, God's blowing up Sodom and Gomorrah. Make sure nobody looks back except my wife, who's turning into a pillar of salt as we speak. Yeah, Lot, I can't even call you buddy because I really just dislike everything that you did. I can't even. Worst dad in the Bible. And the objectively best dad according to biblical fact. It's your God. Jesus, Holy Spirit, it's lonely with just you two goobers in here. I'm going to make an entire race of people and give them an entire world to call their own. We'll put them in a beautiful, shining garden, and not only that, I love them so much, I'm going to give them free will. Okay, so these human kids messed up free will, but I'm going to give them another option. They can choose to follow Jesus' sacrifice and have eternity in heaven. Scratch that, I'll make a new heaven and a new earth, and populate it only with the people who want to spend eternity with me, Jesus, and your boy the Holy Spirit. Because I don't want anyone around me who doesn't want to be around me. God, the best Father. I'm sure you all knew who was going to be number one on my list, but it's always good to remember God, the perfect example of a father, kind, loving, strong, powerful, a leader, one who gives us hope, one who gives us strength, one who gives us freedom, but one who directs us towards what is good, one who leads us down the paths of righteousness, and one who always has a backup plan in case something happens to his beloved children. God, the best Father. That's it for today's lesson, guys. I'm looking forward to chatting with all of you tonight on our Skype meeting. We're going to do a few group discussion questions then. Looking forward to seeing you all there at 7 o'clock on Sunday night. Sunday Night Youth Ball!